Well, it's August 15 today, and I am in Banff right now, and I'm hiking the Tunnel Mountain Trail. So it's pretty steep right off the bat, but I think I can do it. Pretty optimistic. And people can laugh at me, I don't care, but I brought my hiking poles for this one. Whoa, beautiful. Gorgeous. Pristine. Oh man, I would love to do what they're doing down there. Go rafting on the river. Oh, maybe someday. If you're looking for solitude, then this is not the trail for you. However, I would love to know each person's story that I pass by on the trail. Banff is a very famous historic Canadian town, and it attracts international travelers. So, if you happen to be watching this, tell me where you're from. I would love to know. Yay, I'm officially at the top of Tunnel Mountain, and King George and Queen Elizabeth stood up here in 1939. Wow. It's a 5,500 foot tall mountain, or 1,690 meters tall. And the elevation gain on the trail was 266 meters, and the trail is 1.8 kilometers from the parking lot to the top. So I was very grateful for my hiking poles, and other people were using them too. So I didn't feel so bad. It sure helped my sciatica. And I don't need them for on the way down. Anyway, gorgeous! This is Banff's most hiked trail. I'm sure this is a well sat on tree. If you say to yourself, man, that girl does weird editing, that's because I turn it off every time I see somebody coming, so bear with me. There's a lady in Sandpoint, Idaho that I love to frequent her store. She's got a cute little boutique. Anyway, I heard about her story and well, she shared it freely on Instagram and Facebook and stuff. So I'm sharing it with you. She has a son that's 26 years old that has schizophrenia and drug addiction. He was in an institution in Florida for a year and a half, but that really didn't help him at all. After he got discharged, he went to live with her, his mom, but he was such an angry young man, and she didn't know what to do with him, how to help him. She reached out to physicians, and they could offer no advice, no direction. Counselors weren't doing it for him. She was just beside herself what she is going to do with her son. He finally ran away from home. She tried to stop him, but he wouldn't listen. So he left in the middle of the night, and it was cold. It was winter time there, lots of snow. She was just heartbroken, of course. He found his way to Spokane, which is about 2 hours from Sandpoint. And there the police saw him, and I guess he looked suspicious or something, but they told him to stop. He would not stop. So they shot him and they killed him. They thought he was armed, but it turns out that he was not armed. Needless to say, she was heartbroken. She felt like there was no resources for her to get help for her son. So she's raising awareness for mental health. And so this hike is in honor and support of her, because I work in the healthcare profession too. In the emergency, I've worked in both Canada and the US. Working in rural hospitals especially, we would call up the larger hospitals that have the psychiatric wards, and they would often say that they were full and they can't take our patient. And then what do? We have to send these people home. And it's just tragic. I feel for her. My heart goes out for her and all the people that have to deal with mentally challenged, mentally sick is the right word, actually. Family members. I am so sad about it. She shared on Instagram where she took her son's ashes to Yosemite, and she reached into the plastic bag and grabbed up his ashes and threw him into the Yosemite River. And that just broke my heart. It just really, really touched me, that scene, because she held in her hand a child that she had birthed, that she delivered, and now she's holding him in her hand and having to scatter him into the wilderness. Oh, so sad. I just have such a heart and especially compassion for people who are mentally ill and their families as well that have to struggle along with them. There needs to be better resources for these people. I've also worked in large hospitals as well in their ER, and I would have to say that the mentally ill patients are the saddest patients that I have taken care of. I just thank God every day that I have a good mind. So what is the solution? Less space exploration and more money towards mental health? Do you guys have any thoughts or ideas on how we can get more help for mentally ill people? I love Banff. It's such a cute town, and all its streets, I believe, have names of animals on them. So I think that's so clever. I really recommend you coming to visit Banff. It is certainly an international visited town. Here's a pro tip for you. Come on this trail in the morning. I went up in the morning and going down in the afternoon, and there's way more people in the afternoon. So the healing hiker rating for this trail is a 3 out of 5. It's still a little above average, but I wouldn't do it again. It's not that spectacular, because you can see all these mountains from other spots too. So anyway, that's my humble opinion. And it's way too many people, and I don't like trails with so many people on it. Anyway, take it for what it is. So until my next epic adventure, assalamu alaikum, shalom, peace.